latest edition of the SAU Volleyball Coaches Show. I'm Jacob Humphrey with MarauderAthletics.com, and I'm joined alongside the head coach of the Lady Marauder Volleyball program, Coach Britney Davis. And Coach, since the last time we talked to you, you've played in a lot of matches, a lot of things have happened. Let's go ahead and talk about last weekend. You competed at the Betty Wallace Invitational in Arkadelphia, played 4 matches at on the campus of Ouachita Baptist, and it didn't turn out probably the way you were hoping it would. You went 1-3 in that tournament. But talk about some positive things you were able to take away from those 4 matches, knowing that you played some really good teams that you know you'll be able to benefit from that experience.
Well, the very beginning last spring when I set our schedule, I didn't want cupcake matches. So I knew that we were going to play tough teams who were MIAA teams and teams that were receiving votes or nationally ranked. So that was our whole plan. And so going into that, we knew these is going to be high-level volleyball. And so it was. But it was good for the girls to be around that and to see, like, this is how we have to play, and this is what we expect of you. And so we played our first match with Lindenwood, lost them in 5. It was a heartbreaker. They totally could have won that. Just definitely didn't fall. You know, volleyball's a game of errors, and we made too many errors. And then we played West Alabama, and we ended up losing to them, and they're a very strong team. And then Saturday morning we played Missouri Southern, and we beat them in 3. I thought we were going to keep rolling with that, and it was good. They played a really great volleyball, played together as a team. And then Saturday evening we played Northern State, and they're ranked 6th right now in the nation, and the girls played hard against them. Playing against a level at that level, and that team with that much confidence, it showed them the kind of confidence they need to have when they step on the court. So we learned a lot from last weekend, a lot at what we need to do as we go into conference. So yeah, it was a good weekend. It was some strong volleyball, but we played strong. We did good things, bad things, and we learned a lot.
You talk about going into conference. You actually had your first conference match this past Tuesday. It wasn't necessarily easy for you as far as starting out because you get the league's preseason #1 in Arkansas Tech, and you have to travel to their place. Talk a little bit about that, playing on the road to open up conference and what you were able to take away from it.
Yeah, the girls were fired up. We just they just didn't do what they do. Really, we walked out there and we weren't overly confident at all. We were just focused and ready, and too many errors at the beginning of the game, and then it was just hard to dig ourselves back out. Second set came in, had up with them, stayed with them, but at that point we were already starting to fall apart just because of how it all started. So it was one of those things where it did not go how we wanted to at all, and I expected a battle against Tech because we're at Tech and we're on the road, and there's just a lot of things coming against us, but it didn't go how I expected. But it was one of those games where we've had a few of these. We're in a process right now with all these new girls and a new head coach and new assistants, and we're learning each other. And so against Arkansas Tech, we learned a lot, and we had a girls' team, so there's a bunch of talking that goes on afterwards, after a big loss. So yesterday we had an amazing team meeting. The girls got to really connect and be vulnerable with each other and transparent. And a lot of people might not know this, but with a girls' team, that is everything. It can be a game changer when you can be transparent and vulnerable. So we're going to go into this weekend learning everything we've learned, and we're just going to play high-level volleyball and try to be successful with that.
You talk about the process. Records aside, you're 3-6, but really it is another big weekend for you as far as stiff competition. You're going to open up Friday at the Peggy Martin Crossover Challenge with Newman, who's won 6 straight. They're out of the Heartland Conference. And then you turn around on Saturday and play 2 tough matches against the Northwest Missouri team that's receiving votes. They started the season 8-0. And then you play host number 11 Central Missouri. So preview a little bit of this weekend that you have in front of you, and kind of how you're going to take each match, knowing that you're really not going to be able to get a match off as far as competition because all 3 teams are going to be really tough. And every weekend, I mean, we started here and tougher teams and tougher teams. That was our initial plan. So then we get to conference, hopefully it's not going to be as much of a shock because I don't want just easy wins. I mean, we want to work for it. So we want to play good teams, and we are. And so this weekend, the girls' plan is to go in and play with a heart and passion and come together as a team and learn a lot. And these teams are going to be really good, but we're really good too. And so it's teaching them how to believe in that. And again, part of my process and my coaching philosophy is
you know, these girls have to believe in themselves, but they have to get that from me too, that I do believe in them, that they can take a set or beat number 11 in the nation. So we played number 6, we played number 10, so we know it's not a shock when they walk out there, or 8-0 team. Like, we know exactly what to do, and we've watched film on them. We've practiced to play against them, so we're fired up. It's going to be a haul up there, 7 or 8 hours, but the girls are excited. I think that alone, like, getting away for a weekend and reconnecting and almost like some team bonding on the bus and stuff, it's just going to benefit us all the way around.
Coach Davis and her Lady Mule Riders will take to the court this Friday at 11 a.m. as they take on Newman University at the Peggy Martin Crossover Challenge. Be sure to check out MuleRiderAthletics.com for pre- and post-game recaps, as well as Coach Davis's Coaches Show. Coach, thanks and best of luck this week.
Thank you.